The much awaited year of 2026 is here, and I'm so excited to share with all of you your astrology predictions for 2026. 2026 is a year of new beginnings and where we reap the rewards for all the efforts and hard work that we have been putting for the past 3-4 years. So, if you want to dive deep into in-depth, most accurate, detailed astrology predictions for 2026, then I highly suggest you look into your sun, moon, and rising signs. If you don't know what are your sun, moon, rising signs, then you can use any online birth chart calculator to find out the placements for your sun, moon, and rising signs. If you don't know your time of birth, then you can definitely use your moon sign or your sun sign based on the day on which you were born. So once you've calculated these details, you can go into the description box to your own sign to find out your personal astrology prediction. I do want you to know that I refer sidereal astrology or the Vedic astrology, which is a little bit different from your zodiac sign, because sidereal astrology looks at the actual placement of the planets in the sky. Now let's get into the video. So if you are a Leo, sun, moon, and rising, then this is what you can expect in 2026. So Leos, for you, the south node or Ketu is transiting your ascendant, and this is a time period that is going to be completely transforming your self-identity, your ego, how you relate to the world, how do you perceive yourself. This is a time period where you're going to be evaluating your belief system and you want to form your own identity. And during this time period, you may want to isolate yourself and reflect more. Instead of listening to other people's opinion, you want to reflect more on what is it that you think about something. What is the identity you want to create for yourself? And it's a very good time period to actually be rooted and grounded in your own value system. Rahu, on the other hand, is transiting your 7th house for most of 2026. Rahu is a planet of expansion. You may have a lot of opportunities to, form relationships or form partnerships. But Rahu is also a planet of illusion. So be careful when you are entering into a new partnership or a relationship or forming a new connection. Even with existing ones, there are chances that something hidden might come to the surface, or there is something elusive, or you don't know the complete picture. Rahu is also anything foreign, so you may be able to form connections or relationship, whether personal or professional, with a foreign person or a foreign national or a foreign organization. But again, be careful, there might be things that you don't know, so make sure you're evaluating the things from an objective point of view, because Rahu likes to create lots of smoke. So make sure that you are evaluating the things with an objective point of view. If it's too good to be true, it's probably not true. We're starting the year with a stellium of 6 planets in your 6th house of Capricorn. So on 18th of January, we will have Sun, Moon, Mars, Venus, Mercury joining Pluto, which is already there in the sign of Capricorn in your 6th house. This conjunction also has a significant impact from Saturn. So what you'll see is that this conjunction is going to really heighten the themes of 6th house for you, and it's almost going to affect the rest of the year for you. 6th house is connected to your routine. Now this is the time period for you to start developing a healthy routine for yourself. 6th house is the house of your health, of your routine, of the work that you do. Pets will see these themes seeing a major redirection in your life. If you have been thinking of starting a new routine routine for yourself because you know that's going to be more healthy for you, then this is the time period you're getting a lot of help. And this entire year you will be able to take those steps. You will get the help, whether that's new information that you get or in the form of, say, a new trainer that you're able to get. But any change that you want to make to your fitness or to your routine, this is the time to go and do it. If you have been thinking of making some changes to the job, then also this is a good time period. It may not happen immediately since Saturn's impact is there, but you can definitely start taking steps, and then with repeated actions and with a lot of hard work, you may be able to actually get your desired results. Saturn is going to be transiting the 8th house for you for the entire year. 8th house is the house of your shared resources, so maybe there is going to be some sort of delays or obstacles if you are relying on your partner, or if your partner is relying on you for money. Either way, there could be some imbalances there, or there could be some arguments there, or some blockages there that you have to work through. There can be a change in your income or your partner's income. 8th house also talks about your inheritances, so if you have been waiting to get an inheritance, there might be some delays or obstacles in getting it. 8th house is also getting money from others, so maybe like if you've been trying to get a loan from bank or raise some money from shareholders, then also you might have to put repeated effort. You may have to put in a lot of hard work to actually get that. 8th house is also the house of spiritual transformation, so if you want to look into some hidden sciences or some occult which help you deal with your subconscious patterns, or to do some shadow work, then that can be a really beneficial thing for you. On 20th of February, we are going to have a big Saturn and Neptune conjunction in your 8th house, and this conjunction has been happening for almost one and a half year, but this is the last time this conjunction is happening in the sign of Pisces. And so you can see that if there was something that you were working towards for the last 1 or 2 years, then you will start to see the reward for it now. So if there was some shared project that you were working on, or some inheritance that you have been working on for the past 2 years, then now is the time to start reaping rewards for that. Jupiter is going to be transiting the 11th house of gains and fulfillment of desires. So this is a very positive placement and transit for you. You'll be able to see a lot of favorable results during this time period, especially till the month of June. So if there was something that you were really wanting to, there was some long-term goal you were working towards, this is the time period when you are most likely to achieve that. 11th house is also the house of your social network or your business contacts, and so Jupiter's transit here may lead to an expansion of your business network, or you may come into contact with a lot of wealthy individuals, or well-connected individuals who can actually help you form business contacts, which helps you in the long term. From June, Jupiter is going to be transiting to your 12th house. 12th house is connected to anything foreign, so this is a good time period if you've been working on obtaining any project from a foreign national or from a foreign company, then this is a good time period for you to get those projects. 12th house is also the house of expenses. In order to make sure that Jupiter's transit here doesn't lead to an expansion of expenses, a good remedy is that you can make donations for people who are in need, and then that counteracts any side effects of Jupiter's transit in the 12th house. 12th house is also connected to our subconscious mind, and Jupiter's transit here may help you get some teacher who can help you deal with your subconscious patterns or with your shadow work. You may also be able to find some teacher who can help you improve your sleep. Maybe you can do some course online or a course from a foreigner who helps you deal with your sleep and improve your sleep pattern. That is also quite possible. From October, Jupiter is going to be transiting your first house, and this is going to be a little bit of relief from the Ketu's energy of self-doubt and self-reflection. So Jupiter's transit here is actually going to give you more direction and more help in the form of knowledge, in the form of wisdom, in the form of some new mentor coming, because of which you will be able to find more direction when you are evaluating your identity. Maybe you will be able to understand, okay, this is the kind of identity identity I want to create in the future. These are the steps I need to take. This is the routine I need to make. This is the fitness I need. And then you're able to take effort towards them. Another thing I want to point out is that 8th house is also the house of your in-laws, and since Saturn is present here, there might be some arguments with your in-laws, or there might be some sort of detachment that gets created with in-laws. The best way to deal with it is, of course, to have a more diplomatic and compassionate approach so that things are handled for the best of everyone. All in all, Leos, this is going to be a completely transformational year for you. You're going to be a different person by the end of the year. You're creating a new identity for yourself, a new routine for yourself. You're evaluating the people around you. You're going to be a different person by the end of the year. So utilize the energies of 2026 to make this completely new, magnificent identity.